What happens when you think you don't measure up to other people's standards? Metro Theater Company's play The 100 Dresses will reveal the answer to that question and much more. Joining us are artistic director Julia Flood and actor Phillip C. Dixon. Welcome, Julia, back to STL TV, and welcome, Phillip.
Thank you.
So, Metro Theater Company. Julia, tell us a little bit about Metro Theater and what you all do for our families and children in the community.
Yeah, well, Metro Theater Company is in its 46th season in St. Louis of serving families and young people in the region. We do work that is inspired by the intelligence and emotional wisdom of young people. So we look for plays that deal with issues that young people are dealing with today, and things that we think families would enjoy seeing together and having conversations about afterwards on the ride home. So.
And generally you perform?
We perform, we do 2 main stage productions at the Grandel Theater. That's where the current production, The 100 Dresses, is at the Grandel Theater. And then we do a touring production into schools each year. And we have several, actually, programs that go into schools. We have teaching artists in the schools all year long, teaching various things using the tools of theater. So.
Yeah, that's wonderful. We're going to talk more about the current educational tour in our next segment. But so the current play. So you talked about how the theme of the shows that you choose comes from issues that involve children and young people today, and the current theme is bullying. Am I correct?
That's
Which
correct.
is a huge issue for our young people in schools, especially with social media today. It's just become something that it's hard to escape for a lot of kids. So, Phillip, tell us a little bit about the current show, 100 Dresses, which many people may have read the book.
Right, exactly. This book is an adaptation of this play, I'm sorry, is an adaptation of the book, The 100 Dresses. And in this show, it's about a young lady named Wanda who is new to school. And as she tries to fit in, she gets bullied by the alpha girl in the class, and through that she becomes, she makes her own bridges of communication and friendship with each student as the show goes on. And then we see her, unfortunately, she leaves, and the students have to find a way to try to reconcile in themselves how Wanda left and how they treated her. So it's a beautiful story that offers redemption and lets people remind themselves of how to treat each other.
Right. So what is I don't give away the whole plot, but the 100 Dresses. What is the relevance of that?
Okay, the 100 Dresses are, to not give it away, Wanda's way of expressing herself.
Okay.
Let's say that. There's one of her favorite treasured items are the 100 dresses.
Okay.
And it's a surprise how they are worked into the story.
Nice.
And she is a girl who, she's a Polish immigrant, and she wears the same dress to school every day. Okay. So when she says she has 100 dresses, that accelerates the bullying. So she's teased about that, and then too late, after she's gone, they find out what the secret of the 100 Dresses really was.
Ah, interesting.
So,
so who do you think is the perfect audience for this show? What age range?
Well, today's performance, we had a school performance today that had kindergarten through 8th grade.
Wow.
And
it was well received.
So all ages. Yeah. What school were you at?
We were at the Grandel. They came to us.
Okay.
They load up the buses
of course,
and they come to us, so which is fun for the kids.
Yeah.
And it's also great for us to see a house full of excited faces every day.
Oh yeah, lots of energy for sure.
Definitely lots of energy.
Yeah. So Phillip, you play the role of the teacher in the show. So tell us a little bit about that. And you've been a performer with Metro Theater for many times.
Yes, I have. This is a very different role for me for Metro Theater because it's one of the more grounded roles. That's Metro. We do a lot of creative stuff. You may play a character that's a piece of clothing or you know, fantastical or a cat. You know what I mean?
Something very different. And
right,
very
exactly.
creative.
So this is a real person, kind of a fantastical idea of what the perfect teacher would be. This is a memory type of play, so I try to play the teacher that everyone would wish they had in elementary school. So I have to show the compassion and the strict, you know, part of it also.
So the students today, how do they perceive your character? Did you have a sense?
Yes, they really feel like they're in the classroom. When midway through the show, you can kind of tell how they're responding, that they feel like they're in the room with you, and they start empathizing with the characters, and they're making choices on who they're siding with, and the things that the characters say and how they respond to them. And it's just really fun. I'm having a great time. My co-actors are brilliant. So
yeah, fantastic.
One of my favorite things that happens is after every performance, we're doing 5 days a week matinees for schools, and then on the weekend we do shows for public audiences, families. And after every show, there's a question and answer session.
Oh, nice.
And the questions that come up and the comments of some of these kids and adults. We had an adult
Very
this
insightful.
weekend saying that they remember
how
bullying
how they felt being bullied when they were in the 3rd grade.
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
somebody else who didn't step up and didn't stand up for somebody.
Yeah.
Something everyone can relate to, for sure. So stay with us at STL Live. We'll have more with the Metro Theater Company right after this break.